Closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.
I've done many trims over lockdown, I'm not gonna lie.
You only recently got into barbering though, didn't you?
If I didn't, I wouldn't be as I'm not saying I'm amazing, but I wouldn't be as good as I am now.
Yeah, alright, Conor McGregor. If there was no tomorrow, there wouldn't be one now. You mean barber chat. But like I can imagine the first thing mate said to you was like, "Hi, you gonna be a barber? Gay?"
I don't know. It's not everyone's first choice, is it?
You've got the stereotypical barber look though.
You've got the fuckboy look.
You've got the tall barber look. The only thing you're missing is that you're not Turkish. But then again, there's a few like pasty white barbers now and then.
But they're all the same in my generation, aren't they? Like tram lines, skin.
Yeah,
fades,
so you got to be quite tall, quite confident, quite skinny, and have at least 20 fucks under your belt.
Maybe.
Is that you got that under your belt yet?
I might do.
You do? All right. You don't have to give us a number, but I'm going to ask you, what's your number?
I can't say.
All right, yeah.
You see my dealers.
Oh yeah, just in case they want some barbers on the job.
The question was a barber, but yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
I can't say what number it is, but yeah.
Would you shag a client if you were cutting her hair and she was like, "Oh, you're like amazing"? Would you shag a client?
Yeah.
Would you?
Yeah.
Oh, fair play to you. Most people would be like, "Oh, I would never," but really they would. With that pompous little, "I would never do such a thing," when really they would. Yeah. It's so easy to say, "Oh, I would never do that," when really you could.
It's because obviously I was
fuck off.
That's why I cut. Some girls and like I can do one lip cuts, which is like the standard woman.
Is that like is that like the equivalent of the clitoris for like haircut? You're like, "Oh my god, he can do the haircut. He can cut my hair spot."
So some of them be like, "Oh yeah, do you want to come cut my hair?"
And then you were like, "Was that a euphemism?"
Oh yeah, cut and hair and chill.
Yeah. Do you want to cut and chill? Do you want to shave and slice? Oh, that sounds shave and slice.
I haven't done it yet. I haven't incorporated shagging and barbering yet.
Are you getting paid for your barbering right now? Or are you just doing it for mates?
I've got my originals, like my OGs.
Yeah, your OG. You call them your OGs.
My homies.
Oh my god.
Alright. From now on,
alright, Ice Cube.
First one free, second one's £5, and all the rest are £5.
Oh, it's a good start off. But the more and more you get, eventually, just about the price.
Yeah, well, I've got to have like an advantage over everyone else, and because I'm a trainee, I think it's got to be price.
Yeah.
So keep it cheap.
Have you set up an Instagram account for your barbering?
Oh, I have not.
You should do that, man.
Because I've got my football boot account and my new one.
Oh yeah, how is that football boot account going?
Sales have dropped off a bit. But social media side is going well.
Lockdown makes sense.
Yeah.
But what made you want to start that though? Were you always just trying to like make a quick buck, or was it always just you liked footballs?
Like that. I've just always loved football boots, and I bought my first it's all classic boots, like old boots. Like so, bought my first old pair like the start of the year, and then in lockdown, I had nothing to do and all this money, so I just started buying boots.
Yeah.
And then it got to a point where I had like 20 pairs all like stacked up in my brother's room, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to start selling boots.
How did you figure out your price for your selling point?
Sounds bad, but you just got to try and scam old people on Facebook.
Just dumb people, basically.
Yeah. Bundle is always good, but I don't know how I decide the price.
But what if it's like someone that's your own age that sort of knows the game a bit? How do you like sort it out with them? Do you ever get into like long debates?
Oh yeah, I've had a few arguments, to be fair.
Oh yeah?
Someone asked for a free pair of boots yesterday.
What did you say?
No, fuck off.
But like,
you gotta be professional.
Was there anyone that like made you like drop the price and you were like, yeah, alright, so for that?
Yeah, sometimes if the boot isn't selling for ages, yeah.
Do you reckon it could have been enough to like get you by without working, or just you weren't selling consistently enough?
Well, definitely with barbering now. If I get some money from barbering, I sell the odd boot. However much I spend.
I like that saying. Sell the odd boot.
Sell the odd boot.
That could be like your slogan. We sell the odd boot.
But yeah, my money's staying at the same price. Because say I spend a certain amount a day, I'll get the money back for barbering and boots. So
good for you, man. Look at you, entrepreneuring.
Yeah.
20 years from now, you never know.
It's like that when you worked at Burger King, that story you told. I don't like working for people.
Yeah.
Everyone calls me lazy, but like, yeah.
I don't think it's about being lazy. It's just a matter of like, your energy is put into certain places.
Yeah.
So I feel like if your energy was like 8 numbers of glasses, you're like, I've got to use these glasses throughout the day. I'd rather use the glass in that thing I like rather than the work.
Yeah, exactly.
You just like putting your energy into other things.
Yeah, 100%. Like, when I want to do something, I fucking do it.
Yeah.
Like, I love proving people wrong. Like,
Yeah.
I want to start a podcast as well.
It's like there are some people, their energy at work's horrible, but if you see them on a night out, they're like Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Because they give a shit.
Yeah.
Because guys give a shit about pulling the go, so when it comes to a night out, they're the most charismatic, amazing person. Imagine if they applied that to their job, if they were a salesman. Like, imagine if you were a salesman and you were trying to pull your client, then you'd be selling cars every fucking day. Like, hello, darling, how are you? Like, listen, this fucking deal, listen, alright, look, you know what, let me just show you the car. But, but if they hate their work, they're just like, alright, what the fuck are you doing? Like, when it comes to work, I'm the most miserable cunt ever.
Mate, that's the problem. See, I quit my engineering job to do barbering. One advice I'd have for my younger self would be do what you love. Just always do what you love.
So so if you were doing what you love, but you were earning either low income or moderate income, would you be happy?
Yes, 100%.
Let's say barbering or selling shoes rest of your life, or whatever. What is your like ideal job?
Ideal. Finish my barbering at college, go on a cruise ship, travel the world, get all that stuff done, and then I want to open up a shop and sell like classic football boots, classic shirts, and do haircuts as well.
So you could like have a barber shop with like a closed section, basically.
Yeah, but it's like no one's ever done that. No one's does that, do they?
I think a few people I've seen have done that, but again, like usually it's barbers that only sell their own brand of clothing, like a t-shirt with their brand of barbers on it. You would just want to sell like old-fashioned good stuff, wouldn't you? It wouldn't be your own brand stuff.
Yeah.
Well, fair enough. I mean, you're still young. You can just spend all the years saving up.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. Like on my engineering one, I was on 230 a week. They thought I was 19.
Yeah.
So I was getting a 19-year-old's wage apprenticeship, and I still wasn't good enough for me. I wanted to do what I wanted, what I loved, which is barbering though. Yeah,
I feel like so many people like take apprenticeships because even though it's shit for the first 3, let's say the standard apprenticeship lasts 3 years, and they think, oh, this is fucking shit, this is shit. But by the end of the 3 years, I'll be making good money. Like for example, electricians. They, generally speaking, apprenticeships don't make much money, but once they finish, they'll make loads of money because, generally speaking, electricians make good money.
Yeah.
But are they still actually enjoying their job, though? No, they're just making good money.
Yeah.
But for me, like, there's no point in money unless you're going to do something good with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I, generally speaking, enjoy my job because, well, I don't enjoy working at Sainsbury's, but I enjoy the fact that I work from 4 in the morning till 12, and that gives me the rest of the day to do stuff like this. I get to go to the podcast, I get to go to the gym, and I get to work on trying to make something for myself.
Work on yourself, yeah.
So, like, if a genie popped out of a bottle and said, oh, by the way, Elijah, 10 years from now, if you keep doing this podcast or YouTube thing, you're going to make money off it, then you're guaranteed to be like, oh, I'm going to keep doing it. It's because you don't know if it's going to work out is why people do apprenticeships and work at jobs they hate, because they don't know what's going to happen in the future.
Yeah, exactly.
The way I see it, in your 20s, you may as well fuck up and take risks.
Yeah, you were saying that on the other podcast, weren't you?
Yeah, you may as well.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that's why, like, you may as well just, like, fuck it, like, go to the class or try out the apprenticeships. You never know. At least you try the apprenticeship.
Yeah, exactly. I enjoyed the spending the money side and going out. I wouldn't change. I actually wouldn't change what I'd done. Yeah. As in, I wouldn't choose barbering when I was 16.
You wouldn't change doing the apprenticeship even though you left
Nowhere, no.
Because it showed you what you didn't want to do.
Yeah, that's the reason I get up in the morning, really. I enjoyed it so much. I went out like every Saturday from like August to February, bar from like 3.
God, I miss nights out.